This is the next step up for us. We move now to a similar looking system, but this particular unit has a 1.5 inch full color pan and tilt camera head. The majority of the other features are identical with one exception. On this particular unit, there is a return to home function on the camera head. The camera head does rotate, as I mentioned earlier, 180 degrees and 360 degrees. So when you are feeding this particular camera head into a pipe and you may get a bit disoriented on the screen, you have this home function button which will return that camera head to upright and full rotation. This system also has the built-in recording with the video and still picture capture, the built-in sonde into the camera head, the step-down lighting to off. This unit comes with 2 batteries. It will run up to 4 hours without electrical power being supplied. And again, it is the universal charger power supply that can also be used in the Ms. 250 and our other model, the Ms. 400, which we will get to shortly. Again, the operation panel is identical to the Ms. 250, where you have on screen your same gravity and angle indicator, your battery indicator. You have your shift key here that allows you to access the additional features such as the step-down lighting, your menu, your video or still picture capture. You can also play your videos back on this particular screen without downloading them to a computer. Your SD card slot is here. Again, you still have an RCA out port and your mini USB out port as well for downloading to a laptop or a PC. Oops. The Ms. 350 comes in 4 different configurations at this point. We are still trying to sort out what our market is going to bear. So as standard features on this particular unit, they all do come with the 1.5 inch full color pan and tilt camera head with the built-in transmitter for locating. This particular camera head is rated IP67. So it is waterproof, but it is not submersible for any particular length of time. The 7-inch display monitor, again, 100 feet, 30-meter push rod, all the same on-screen meter counter, gravity indicator, angle indicator, and the return to home button. 2 batteries are supplied with this particular system, as well as 5 plastic replacement domes. The 1.5 inch camera head comes standard with the plastic. The 5 domes come standard with a tube of silicone grease to assist with attaching those. We do have, as an optional accessory for this particular camera, a glass dome as well. Some customers prefer the glass to plastic, but with glass you have a bigger chance of breakage. This particular model comes in, like I said, 4 different configurations at this point. Our beginning model is the 7354, where the 1.5 inch pan and tilt camera head is attached to the cable and not removable. We have a second version where the camera head is detachable, It's a 7-pin configuration, and if there is a problem with the camera head, it can be easily swapped out. We have part number 8927, which we call our Viz 350 Plus. This system is very flexible in that you can put either the 1.5-inch pan and tilt camera head on the system or the 1-inch pan and tilt. I'm sorry, the 1-inch straight on camera head. So now you have a system that will truly work in an 1.5 to 8-inch system. And our fourth configuration includes both camera heads with the L200 Wohler Locator. The return to home button, because the camera head is 180-degree pan and 360-degree tilt, oftentimes it is required to go back to a starting point. So the return to home button will allow that to happen. By pushing that particular command on the keypad, the camera head will go back to the beginning point. And I will type this response in shortly. Does anyone have any other questions at this point before I continue? Okay, there seem to be no additional questions at this point, so I will move on to our next point, which is the Wohler Locator. This is a new product for us, again engineered, designed, and built in Germany. It weighs, gosh, I think it's only 2 or 3 pounds. The blue item on the left here, let's just do this arrow. This item right here is the actual locator. It can be held by the blue sides, as the gentleman is doing here in the picture, on the floor. And this bottom illustration is actually the screen that is displayed on the locator itself. The red X or plus sign in the middle is the indication as to where the camera head is located. So this would be out in front of the technician. As you get closer to the sonde transmission, the plus sign will move closer to the symbol here at the bottom, which is the locator itself, so that you know when you are exactly over the camera head for locating purposes. The 1-inch camera head on either system will give you a pretty broad range of view, as it has a 140-degree peripheral vision. So it does give pictures to the side of a smaller pipe up to 4 to 6 inches. Again, it depends on application and what type of detail a particular customer is looking for. This is the locator that would come standard with two of our sets. The Ms. 250 with the locator. This system would come standard with that, and it is also included with the Ms. 350 Plus with the two camera heads and the locator. It is available as an optional accessory and does not have to be purchased with the camera. On the next few pages, I'm going to cover some of the accessories that are available for the Ms. 250 and the Ms. 350 camera systems. These accessories serve a number of functions. In our first picture here, this would be a centering guide that does fit right in behind the camera head. It is die cut so that it locks onto the cable to keep the camera head up off of the bottom of the pipe being inspected. And it adds another 1.5 inches to the diameter of the camera, so it would be a minimum ID of 3 inches for using this type of accessory. We have a smaller skid, if you will, that will lock in behind the camera head as well. This particular accessory here does come standard with our Ms. 250 and 350 systems. They are available for optional accessories following purchase, but one is standard with each set. This item here is a protection sleeve and a guidance sleeve for the 1.5 inch camera head. This here, these two are the exact same part. The bottom picture just is an illustration of how it looks when it's sitting on the camera head. There is another version of this available as well that has a round opening at the head of the camera as to not cause any obstruction to the viewing. These two items here on the left bottom are for the 1 inch camera head. This is merely a protection sleeve. It will add another 1/4 inch to the diameter of the camera head. So the minimum size pipe for the camera inspection with this accessory would be 1.5 inches. A few other additional items that we offer or recommend are these two items here with the brushes attached. This item here and this item here are both 8 inches in diameter. The upper one will lock onto the video cable with a thumb screw. These plastic brushes are replaceable, and they can be cut to fit whatever size interior diameter you are inspecting or your customer is inspecting. The lower picture is just a different style. This is similar to the centering device that I showed you on the previous page. However, this one does have brushes, and again, they can be cut down to size and they can be replaced. This particular centering guide here is not manufactured by us, but we do recommend it for 6 to 12 inch pipe inspection. This unit has been die cut to accommodate our 1.5 inch pan and tilt head. It's an expandable guide from 6 to 12 inches. and also offers supplemental lighting. There would be pen lights here, here, and here. So as the unit is being pushed into a larger pipe, these pen lights would provide additional illumination. Again, this is not one that we sell, but we can put you in touch with the manufacturer who has produced this item for our particular product. That covers the Viz 250 and the 350, which are the self-contained units. I'm going to pause here for a minute to see if we have any questions. I will be showing you a little short video so you will get an idea of the clarity of the picture after we discuss the next system, which will be our Viz 400. Do we have any questions at this point? Okay, there don't seem to be any other questions just yet, so we will move on to our Viz 400, which is it really shows how accurately these camera systems show what's going on inside pipe inspection. This is actually a pump, excuse me, pump from the oil sands in Canada for extraction. So this was the inside of a threaded piece of equipment that was about 4 feet in diameter and had internal area that could not be inspected with a borescope or any of the larger camera systems. But you can see how clear this camera head picks up everything that it sees. The lines in the front are the protection sleeve for the 1.5 inch camera head. So there's a slight obstruction there. But in between those, the client was able to see exactly what they needed to remedy this particular situation. And the reason it looks black and white is because it's a shiny metal. There was not much color in this particular item that we were doing the inspection on. When using this particular camera, there was the ability to turn on the voice recording so that they could record exactly what they were seeing, where they were seeing it, and get an idea of exactly what they were looking at for later reference. Do we have any questions at this point? It doesn't look like there are any questions. I will make sure that following this webinar you will have access to product brochures. Alan Fitzgerald can answer any questions you have on pricing and additional applications. And if I can help, please let me know. Again, thank you for your time and look forward to doing business with all of you. Thank you.